Hello everyone, welcome to this video on getting started with the Canvas Builder. In this video, you will learn what the possibilities of Canvas are and what are the key components in building your own Canvas layout. So with no further ado, let's dive right into the demo. Canvas is a user interface management tool that is built right into the CRM system right now. And for the record, Canvas is applicable for any business from any domain or size, regardless of whether they are from insurance, product sale or real estate. Regardless of the vertical and regardless of the size of the company, Canvas is going to help an organization. All right. That said, for the purpose of this demonstration, I have picked the example of a real estate company. Okay. So let's assume that a real estate company called Zilker Realtors, they are using Zoho CRM to track their property management activities, and their CRM would look something like this. They have their set of inquiries, deals, properties, details, and builders, and so on. So as you may already know, when you go into one particular record, currently the detail view, the record detail view is designed like this. So you have the primary details of the contact, and then we have a bunch of related lists, which is nothing but data from associated modules in CRM. Okay, so now there is nothing essentially wrong with this view. It is completely functional. Whatever details you require, you can find it from this page. It's all in here. But when you put a magnifying glass and see whether this detail page, this standard design, fits specific needs of organizations, then you realize that it may not really fit the bill. For instance, let's say in this particular customer's case, I want to find out who the builder associated to this property is. So this customer is interested in, say, I have to scroll down and come to the properties section, and here I can see that what property is associated. If I need to find who the builder is, I need to navigate to other places. So what I'm talking about is the out of the box setup. Of course, we can have widgets to further customize it, but out of the box, whatever is easy is what we're talking about. So here you have to navigate to further records or further modules in the system. And here, I have the builder detail. If I need to know further details about the builders, I need to jump to the builders module and so on. So this involves a lot of clicks. So while the detail page is informative enough, when it comes down to specific needs, still we got to run around in circles, and that is what we are trying to solve with Canvas. So basically, the primary challenges of the default design can be summarized as conventional design, as in you have a 2-column layout and related lists arranged one after the other with limited customization possibilities. So that is your poor conventional design. And another challenge is data organization it doesn't fit the bill in all cases. So now let me switch to what we call the Canvas view. Here we go. So I understand that a lot of you might have already used Canvas. So for those of you who have already used this will serve as a refresher of sorts. And for those that are completely new to Canvas, this is a good place to get started. So this is how the Canvas view looks like. So this is the same set of details that we saw in the standard view, reorganized to fit the requirements of that particular real estate agent or that department, right? So here we have the same contact details organized in a different way. We have the basic details on the left, and as you can see, the sections are neatly compartmentalized so that it's easy for the agent to take away what is important for their processes. All right. So for instance, you see the builder information right here. Okay, I don't have to go anywhere else in the system. And we have used colors well in order to draw focus to key fields. And then other further details are arranged in the form of switchable tabs. And you don't have to really scroll down anywhere. This saves real estate on the page, and whatever you need is readily available. All right, so now our primary challenges we spoke about, that is conventional design, that has been addressed. As you can see, Canvas lets you design the page the way you want, offers bespoke design. This way you can carry across your brand colors and color schemes across the CRM platform. So your website and your CRM could now reflect the same design schemes, right? So that we have addressed the factor of bespoke design. And of course, more importantly, we have sorted data organization. So, which is, now data is very relevant. It's organized in a way that is very relevant to the person working with this page. All right. So that has been addressed. Now, not just this, Canvas offers an additional layer of customization, right? For instance, this real estate agent is not the only person working on this record, right? Perhaps Zilker Realtors has multiple teams working on this particular deal, to converge various other, objectives, converge on other objectives. For instance, the marketing team might be interested to know more about how we got this customer into the system in the first place. They might be more interested in looking at the social media scene, and the legal team might be interested in looking through the contracts. So there are various aspects of this particular deal that different teams are interested in, but so far all of them have been working with a single standard view. So Canvas will break all that. With Canvas, you can create profile based Canvas views. That is, you can create multiple views that cater to the objectives of different teams in the organization. For instance, let me now switch to the marketing Canvas view. There you go. Now, for the same customer, this is what the marketing team will look at. They will look at, similarly, you see the contact details on the left, you see a little difference in the design, and you can see that the inquiry sources were mailed. So now this person, whoever is working in the marketing team, they'll immediately take away the inquiry source, what campaign brought this customer in, what is the social media scene like. So all of these factors are what are more important to this marketing team, and that is readily available for them when they land on this page. And of course, the other further details are indeed present on the page, but what is relevant to them is given top priority. So you have emails, attachments, all other details organized the way you want. Similarly, you could create a Canvas view for the legal team and prioritize the attachments and deal details and so on. So this way, Canvas allows you to create role-based customization is possible. So not just this, the Canvas also offers unified CRM experience across your audiences. So now we have looked at the detail page. This is of course for your immediate users, employees, and you can extend this experience to your customers as well. That is, let's say Zilker has enabled self-service portal for their customers, and when this customer logs into their client portal, they will see this Canvas view. So whatever is visible, whatever has been made visible according to the portal settings, those fields will be arranged in the Canvas layout. So this way, your Canvas experience is extended across platforms, across audiences, whether it is your internal employees or customers and partners. All right, so these are the key factors of Canvas. And now there is an interesting factor here. Now let's say I go into this record. This is a Canvas view. As you can see, there is a property deal section, and we have highlighted this stage in yellow. Now let me navigate to the next record in this module. Now you see that the deal is highlighted, the stage is highlighted in green. Next, it's highlighted in a different color. And for this record, you quickly see that the client preferences header glows red. Right. So now what this means is that Canvas allows you to have visual cues that mean different things to the users, working on this page. So we have written a rule that says, if there is an empty field in this section, let the corresponding header glow red. Right. So now you see property type interested in value is missing. So we have this client preferences title glowing red, which is not the case with the previous record. So Canvas can offer a very dynamic experience for every record. You can make the design very contextual and meaningful with the help of this feature called conditional styling and visibility. So based on a certain condition, you can change the styling, and based on a certain condition, you can also dictate the visibility of a component. For instance, you can say that if the email is empty, then hide the email related list, because it's not relevant, right? Without an email, you will probably not have this related list may not make sense. So like this, you can also show or hide components based on certain conditions. This is called conditional styling and visibility, right? So these are all very powerful and interesting features that Canvas offers, which can go a long way in personalizing your layout for every role in your company. All right, so that said, let's dive right into the product. Let's dive into the builder to see how this is actually done. Okay, so as Akilan and Vibhav pointed out, Canvas is built right into the system. You can go into customization and Canvas Builder. That's where you will design your layout, create record detail page. So let's try and create the same thing for the client's module. Okay, right. So Canvas comes with a set of pre-designed templates. You can either start from a template where 50% of the job is already done for you. You can go with the same themes. All you need to do there is just map a few fields and modify certain design aspects if it doesn't fit your needs, and then you're ready to go. So for this demo, I'll go to a blank template and show how this is done from scratch. Okay, so the moment you land on the builder, there are 3 important points to note: elements, data, and style. Elements is how you package data in. For instance, we have a bunch of elements, including section, tabs, tables, and so on. Section is most frequently used element, which you saw on the pages, right? So that's it. You decide how the data is going to be packed, right? Next, you start including data in. So what goes into this section is the next item. You can simply drag and drop all these pieces of fields, right? There you go. Okay, so once you have your set of fields, now you see these are all kind of misaligned. So all you need to do is click outside, drag across these elements, and align them well. So these are all handy tools, quick tools to take care of these little details, right? Now there are further elements, like text. I can give this a header. Let me position this better, right? Now comes the text, right? So text can be used in order to create headings or little notes for your users, like points to remember. For instance, customer overview. Okay, right? So that's my text element. There are other elements such as tabs and tables, which is again a way for you to package data. You drag and drop a tab and simply select what item should come on that particular tab, right? So this saves space on the page. So that is your tabs. And then you have table, which is again a way for you to package data. Simply drag and drop the table and start inserting fields. It will appear in the form of rows, and it's aligned well. That's it. That's your table. We saw about text, and then you have a bunch of interesting icons. Now this is a way for you to visually represent data. So I can simply drag and drop an icon representing this customer overview. This is a business card icon, which works like this, right? So this way, there are multiple icons here to represent Twitter, LinkedIn, restaurant. There is a fork and spoon icon. There are a lot of interesting icons when you browse through them. You can drag and drop whichever icon is relevant for your needs. So there we go. And then there is line, which works like a separator of sorts. You can make it vertical or horizontal. That's about it, right? These are all elements which are which allow you to neatly organize your data set. Okay, so now here we've used these elements. Now we have looked at elements and we've added a few fields here, that is data in. The next thing is style. For every data component, you have ample styling options. Now let me style this. Let's say you choose a background color, whatever color you like, and maybe we can also change the font. And then you have all the formatting options. You could including the size, color, and so on. Okay, bold, something like this. Okay, that way. Now the styles also includes border, shadow, padding, radius. So many other styling options are there. So you can spend some time on looking at what the options are and apply those styling options to the page. So this is fundamentally how the builder works. You choose a suitable element, you start adding data in, and you style every data component. Okay, now when it gets to data, there are three subcategories of data. One is your primary fields, then you have your related lists and action buttons. Okay, so related is nothing but what we saw. It's this associated data. For instance, I drag and drop properties. This is a related list, right? Now when it comes to related lists, you have multiple customization options. You can bring in various fields from the related list and make it appear on the main contacts module. So here I'm going into data. So now you see, so far when you click on the main builder, you see contact based fields, which is the primary module. The moment you click inside this related list component, then go to data, you now get all the property related fields here, right? So land area, floor plan, whatever I need, I can add, property owner, and so on. Okay, listing status, right? So this is how you customize a related list. Drag and drop a related list component, click inside the component, go back to data, and you have all the related list based fields showing up. You can drag and drop those and style them the way you want. All right. Let me just quickly add another related list. Let's say I'm going to add property deals. Okay, there you go. Now, apart from these fields, if I want additional deal-based fields, click inside deals, go back to data, and start adding them. For instance, I add type, closing date, and so on. So you can position them wherever you want and style them. Okay, that's how this works. And apart from this, in data, apart from primary fields, related lists, you have action buttons. Action buttons are nothing but the pre-designed buttons that are available in the standard view. What happens is a lot of people may not really use all the buttons, right? Maybe they don't use portal invitation, they don't use print preview. So why have them on the page if you don't use them, right? So Canvas offers you the flexibility to have the action buttons that are only relevant for that particular page or process, right? So here I've just compartmentalized this with a line. I'm going to just add action buttons over here, right? Edit, clone, find, and merge duplicates. So if you want only these three buttons to show up over here, and the rest may be hidden inside, or you can just have the more icon. So these are all the options for the buttons, and you can also style the buttons, whether it's in the normal view or hover mode. So let me just quickly maybe give a background. Say once you are finished with styling the button, you don't have to style every button from scratch manually. Just copy, style, and paste style. There you go. That's about it. Okay, that's quite easy. There are a lot of handy tools like this. Now we have looked at all the three data elements, whether it is primary module based fields, related lists, or action buttons. This is how you get this going. So you can decide what fields are required for which profiles, and then put the packaging element, and then start adding data, style them. That's all you need to do. Once you're, and here is how you add the conditional styling and visibility. For instance, let's say I want this new business field to glow green. Whenever the type is new business, I want this to glow green. If it is existing business, orange, some condition like that. Then in order to add a canvas rule, you have to click on this field, go to this plus button here, then create canvas rule, glow green or new business, something like this. You can name the rule and choose the criteria. If type is new business, so for this particular condition, you're going to apply a style, which is let the background glow green. There you go. Okay, so by default, it will be, there's no selection. If the condition is met, that is, if the type changes to new business, that field will start glowing green. Like this, you can build this kind of rule for any data component. So simply click that data component and start adding your rule, and you can start applying your styles. And for visibility, for every component, you have a show or hide setting here. You can apply that. So based on a particular rule, let this section be hidden. Otherwise, let it be shown. So you can decide what is required and go ahead and configure your rules. So this is how your Canvas builder works. So all you need to remember is how you want your data to be packaged, what illustrations to use, what data actually goes into the builder, and how every component gets styled. So once you decide this for every component, slowly start building component by component, your page will be complete. Save the page, example view, for instance. So once you save the page, you get this option to assign canvas. So this is where you decide who gets to see what view by default. So here in our example, we've said the real estate agent should see the agent view. The marketing specialist should see the marketing view, and so on. Client portal, I have assigned the client portal view. So this is how the Canvas assignment also works. Once you've assigned and deployed these views to the respective profiles, they can start working with it. Okay, close. And Canvas also supports inline edit, which means you can, edit your pieces of information right here on the Canvas view. Edit option is here. If you want to change the owner, you can, do this from here. All this is supported. Okay. It supports inline edit as well as the portal view. So this is what you need to know to sort of get started. And just to quickly summarize, getting started works like this. You add key components and elements, add your data and operations, resize and organize components the way you want, apply styles for each data component, assign canvas, and you're good to go. So that's about it. That's about our demo. I hope this has given you an idea, good enough idea to get started with the Canvas builder. We would love for you to try this and get back to us with your thoughts. Thank you.